Traffic, go!
There it is. It's going. She usually runs sound, so now sound's not being stopped. You see? Yay! That was
Yo, well, I was looking at my script. Here we go. Yay! All right, here's how Buy, Rent, or Burn works. Mike will give us a movie. Wade and I will say whether you should buy it, rent it, or burn it. Go, Mike!
Yes, these have never been seen before. I picked these from the message boards, which, by the way, we haven't gone to in a little bit. Stupidformovies.com message boards. But a lot of people were getting mad that we weren't on the message boards. I am still checking them. So hopefully there's no overlap, because what they did is trick us, and sometimes they'll ask in the chat room the same thing on the message boards. It's very confusing. So hopefully, message boards, here we go.
Okay.
Peeping Tom on the message boards asks about performance.
Oh, come on, Mick Jagger.
Rent.
I would say rent, performance,
say buy,
but I would say buy Peeping Tom.
No, that's his name.
But, yeah.
All right, performance.
Buy Peeping Tom? Really?
Yeah, the movie.
Kind of dates.
Really?
It's
Peeping Tom.
Yes, it dates.
The Michael Powell film.
Yes, it dates.
Really? Who does it date? Is she cute?
Literally making a movie out of nothing. Okay, let's move on.
No, there was a movie called Peeping Tom. It's a famous movie. Michael Powell's fantastic.
Yeah, no,
buy that and rent performance.
It was interesting.
Right, what are you saying about performance, Wade?
Rent.
Thank you.
For sure.
Okay, moving on. From Evil Pirated. Pirated? Whatever. Failsafe.
Oh, I love Failsafe.
Failsafe is great.
Wait, by the way, which one? The Sidney Lumet original, which I like.
Or the George
Clooney
thing.
directed, yes.
Probably the original Sidney Lumet film.
I love that movie.
You know what's cool? Here's what you do. If you want to kind of give yourself a lesson on how to make a film, a comedy or a drama, go and get Failsafe and Dr. Strangelove and watch them back to back. Basically the same movie, except one's funny.
That is true. Pretty much the same story.
Same story.
Okay.
Exactly.
That's right. Failsafe is a great film. Sidney Lumet, one of my favorite directors.
Buy, rent, or burn.
Buy it.
Buy.
Emily.
Buy. Sorry, buy.
It's her first buy, rent, or burn.
Buy.
We'll make it obvious for
Yes,
you,
please.
Emily.
Buy.
TriCaster Emily.
And the audience at home would like to know. They don't want to hear you ramble. They just want a quick answer.
We were raving.
Okay. John Blund wants to know about Everything Gone Green.
Oh, that's the one with the kid from, what's his name, The Office, right? No, the other one. I forgot it. I don't like that movie.
No. No, burn.
Burn that. I forgot his name. Burn that.
Can't remember
his face is on that.
I know,
on the one sheet. I forgot his name, but I didn't like the movie.
Not memorable. Burn.
All right, let's move on. Grypho wants to know about Elephant. These are all message boards.
Gus Van Sant's been in a very interesting phase lately, and I liked Elephant.
Elephant won the Cannes Film Festival that year. It is, it's all kind of connected to the Columbine mindset, the Columbine vibe.
I would say rent.
It's not specifically about. I'd almost say
rent
buy.
Do you want to buy that? Gee, honey, what do you want to watch tonight? Let's watch Elephant. It's about Columbine.
Rent it, and when you realize how good it is, buy it.
Oh, we don't have a card for that.
You got him up?
Let's agree to disagree.
Yeah. Oh, it is. That's a Brent.
A Brent.
Oh, I love that.
Corey came up with a Brent. I forgot. Yes.
That is the greatest thing ever. That is fantastic.
All right. H3MP wife, I think I'm hearing my own writing, was very much complaining on the message boards that we weren't getting to the message boards.
All right.
We're back.
I can't believe.
King of New York.
Ooh.
Buy.
I'd buy that. Sure.
That is a killer performance by
Christopher Walken. Yeah.
That is a killer performance. And probably the last film that Abel Ferrara directed where he wasn't out of his complete skull.
I know. He doesn't make good movies anymore.
He's like...
When Abel Ferrara
is not, shall we say, pharmautically enhanced, he makes really good movies.
He does. Well, I love The Bad Lieutenant, and you hate that movie.
Yeah, he was pharmaceutically enhanced.
And his he
wasn't just he was a pharmaceutical by the time he made that movie.
That is true. And his take on Invasion of the Body Snatchers had a couple good moments, but I was disappointed.
That press conference at Cannes was hilarious. I know I've talked about it before.
All right, we got we got a couple more. One more from the
Nobody
chat
wants
room.
to hear about your Cannes press
Did
conference.
we give the buy, rents, or burns? We're already good, right?
Yeah.
Great. Studio Emily, who's now TriCaster Emily, asks about On the Town. And I think they had a little performance. They were singing earlier. Elaine and Emily were singing.
It's wonderful town.
It was much better in the kitchen.
Buy.
On the Town. They were dancing.
Buy that stuff.
Anything with Gene Kelly and Frank Sinatra, you got to buy.
Yep. Buy it.
Okay, now let's go to the chat room. If you're watching us right now on Blip or iTunes or anything like that, you can join us in the chat room live every Thursday, 8 p.m., and we will get to your buy, rent, or burns. And here's a couple of them. Man Gotta Eat asks about Quadrophenia.
Wait a second. We just had a whole thing about Quadrophenia like 3 months ago.
It's a really good movie.
Yes, because I went to the Academy Theater to go see Quadrophenia,
Did we do a Buy, Rent, or Burn?
and that's where I saw Ken Russell freak
we
out.
did Buy, Rent, or
Yeah.
Burn, and we don't want to talk. We don't want to mention that name ever again.
It's a really
true,
good
we don't.
movie, but I'm going to say Brent.
What?
He just wanted.
Pete Townsend.
Let's agree to disagree.
Oh, that's terrible. Pete Townsend is my own personal rock and roll god. You got to buy that thing right now. In fact, don't watch the show anymore. Go buy it. No, wait, watch the show and then buy it.
Brent.
Wait, buy it while you watch the show. Open up a separate window. Go on Amazon, buy it, and then watch us too.
I wonder if we can get him on Stripped Down Live.
Wow.
Pete Townsend?
Yeah, he'd probably do it, right?
If you get Pete Townsend on Stripped Down
We can
Live,
ask, right? Doesn't hurt to ask.
Oh, my God.
All right, let's do it. As Arlene says, sorry.
hang on, I'm dreaming of us getting Pete Townsend.
Us? You're not part of Stripped Down.
Mark will be.
We
Mark
don't have
will be-
room for you.
Mark will be running through this studio naked.
Oh,
Okay,
yes, I will.
a couple more. Skillas asks about in the chat room that thing you do.
I like that movie.
I really like that thing you do. I think
did.
that is. I'm going to say Buy because it's a really fun movie. It's the only feature film that Tom Hanks has ever directed.
I'm going to say bye too. And by the way, I'm saying bye.
is being directed. He's doing a second directorial effort theatrically this next year.
Yes, and he's been tweeting like hell on that
I know.
movie. He's tweet picking, whatever. Can I say something about that thing you do? I don't know why that song did not win the Oscar for Best Song.
I don't know why
that song was perfect.
Here's
Here's
why
why that
nominated.
That
Wasn't
makes
even
no
nominated.
sense.
I
Here's
know.
why that song is perfect. Because you can
my head
see
now.
how it would be number one. You can see how that song would be number one, but you can also picture yourself getting sick of it if you hear it too often.
Yeah.
It was like the perfect song.
Well, that's all. They
It was
play that. How many
great.
times in the movie do they play that song?
And Steve Zahn is hysterical in that movie.
What happened to that guy?
When he says the Oneaters, come on, give it up.
Kevin Pollak was in it, as was Paul
Yes.
Feig. Paul Feig was
Yes.
also in it.
Yeah.
Freaks and Geeks, friend of ours.
That is it.
we
We like
that's
that
a
movie a
Fun
lot.
film. It's
Yep.
a really fun film.
Yep, I agree. Buy it.
One more from Nightmare 54, Red Heat.
Oh God.
Burn.
Come on.
I think you guys
Burn.
burn every Nightmare 54 recommendation.
well, but
But by the way,
we're-
just in case you don't know, Black Sky Radio does the music before the show. If you come here, we're live at 8. If you come on at 7, we show all these movie posters and some really great movie music.
Red Heat is arguably one of the films that sort of started to destroy Walter Hill's career as a director. You know, James Belushi and Arnold Schwarzenegger as a Russian. I mean, what? Really?
It's terrible.
It's that moment. It's that moment right at the tail end of the buddy movie streak when you had years of buddy movies and Lethal Weapon and all this stuff and 48 Hours and they were going, okay, we need a new buddy movie concept. I know. We'll get John Belushi's like less interesting, less fat brother and stick him with Schwarzenegger and throw some kind of a Rusky thing. I don't know. It'll work.
it didn't work.
It didn't work, not in
No.
the least.
I agree.
Horrible.
I say burn that sucker. All right, so I say burn Red Heat. Now, by the way, Red Dawn, buy it. I'm throwing one in extra. You get an extra one. It's like a baker's dozen.
No one even suggested that.
It's a baker's dozen. I'm very generous. I'm saying go to Red Dawn, buy it. You agree or disagree?
No, I'd say rent, but whatever.
Okay.
Wait, say goodbye to the segment.
Bye segment.
Before we go.